Now you sing.
Everyone is so quick to say, stop doing this, stop thinking like this, stop telling me I'm wrong. My therapist, my family, my friends, that I'm just doing everything wrong. I'm healing wrong. I'm thinking wrong. I'm training wrong. I'm doing relationships wrong. Everything I do is fucking wrong, and I'm so sick of it.
That sounds like a you problem.
I have built a beautiful life for myself. I'm happy with my life where I'm at, my job. I'm successful. I'm independent. Truly, the only thing I'm missing in my life is someone to enjoy it with. And I'm so sick of waiting.
Oh, boo-hoo! Let me play a sad song for you on the world's smallest violin.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the desert, where me and Ampu are always happy to greet you. Today, guys, we have some very sad women. This video in particular has 40 million views. Now let me just ask you, if a man did this same video about how sad and lonely he is for his birthday, how many views do you think it will get? 10? 100 best case scenario? But leave me a comment down below. Which part of this video made you cry the most? The moment where she thought of the idea that making this TikTok will reach a lot of people and she will pay the bills with all the attention that she gets, or the moment where she set up her camera and put on makeup and cleaned around the kitchen so everything looks nice, the moment where she did her hair so she looks more pretty on the video, or the moment where she fake cried in front of the camera, or the moment, you know, the 3 hours it took to edit this whole video and probably do a few extra takes because she didn't cry nice enough. Which was the saddest part for you, gentlemen? But now, enough about this woman crying, guys. Let's move on to more women crying. Alright, I tell you guys, it's a sad video. Ampu, quick, grab the tiny violin, because today we have a very sad video. Prepare the tissues and let's see why these women are unable to find a man.
Quick question, are you fucking kidding me? Like, I am so sick and tired of just everything right now. Everyone is so quick to say, stop doing this, stop thinking like this, stop telling me I'm wrong. I have literally convinced myself at this point, based on everything that everyone's telling me, my therapist, my family, my friends, that I'm just doing everything wrong. I'm healing wrong. I'm thinking wrong. I'm training wrong. I'm doing relationships wrong. Everything I do is fucking wrong, and I'm so sick of it. Stop.
Accountability, guys, is modern women's kryptonite, as this video proves.
Comparing. It's not even about comparison. Like, I genuinely just want love in my life so badly. It's literally not about anyone else. It's just about me and what I want.
Oh, we damn well know that it's all about you. That's why you're here, by the way. That's why you're in your car, miserable and single, because throughout your whole life it's been all about you. But we'll get to that in a moment. Let's continue.
And being fucking over the fact that I don't have it. I feel like I have done so much work on myself. I have built a beautiful life for myself. I'm happy with my life where I'm at, my job. I'm successful. I'm independent. I'm healthier than I've ever been. I take such good care of myself. Truly, the only thing I'm missing in my life is someone to enjoy it with. And I'm so sick of waiting. Like, when is it going to be my turn? What more do I have to do to fix myself before I'm just allowed to be happy, before I'm allowed to meet this universe soulmate person that God supposedly has for me? How much harder do I have to pray and manifest and wait?
I mean, have you tried manifesting harder, maybe? I mean, Ampu was trying to put the act together, but he just couldn't play the violin and pretend he's happy. This is just hilarious, gentlemen. But this woman, we have a lot to say about her and different possibilities as to why she's single. I just want to mention, can you stop including God in all of this? Like, God has better things to do than sabotaging all women over 30. Like, these women really think that God is out there and his plans for the day are to hide their Prince Charming from them, right? Leave God alone.
I feel like I'm being punished for something I didn't do. And I'm just so tired. I'm so tired. I don't expect a lot. I just want love in my life so bad. I want my life partner. Am I just supposed to be alone? Like, is that the message? That this beautiful life I've built for myself, like, it's just supposed to be me in it alone?
Yes.
Like, I know I have my dog and I love him so much, but like, I need love. All of my friends have their fiancés and their boyfriends and their husbands that they prioritize. Like, as far as I'm concerned, I've been left behind.
I guess God didn't hide away their husbands, right? I mean, God must be really fed up with this woman. Just, she's the only one who's been left behind.
And I really just want to find that person that matches my energy and wants to build a life with me. Is that so hard?
No, it really isn't hard, gentlemen. Like, just on yesterday's video, I told you about this friend from university that I caught up to, and again, she left university. Within 1 year, she was married. The same year she was married, 1 year later, she had a baby. It's not hard, all right? Every woman has the ability to do this because there is such a high demand for women, and there are plenty of good men out there. What's the problem with this woman? Well, she is a narcissist. That's the bottom line. That's my take. Leave me yours down in the comments. But the way she views relationships is as a condiment, you know, to her life. Like, she has a salad and she's missing one ingredient that she needs. That's the way she views men. That's the way she views relationships. Well, she says, I am healthy, I'm in good form, I'm independent, I am modern, I am successful, you know. The only thing I'm missing in my perfect life is a man. She just wants to embed a man in her life, and that's it. Like, she wants to buy a dog, you know? Like, oh, everything in this house is perfect. I just need a dog to make some company. This is not how relationships work. Relationships are based, first off, on devotion, which this woman doesn't have. Now, she may seem like she's really sad about the fact that she's missing a man, but don't you think for a moment, gentlemen, that if she had a man, she would actually value it? No, she doesn't value the potential man. She values her own happiness. That is at the center of this woman's ideology. And this is why she's been single up into her age. Because she has been postponing relationships, she has been dismissing guys because she wanted to have her whole life in order. She's been potentially sleeping around with men, getting what she wants out of them, focusing on herself, and now that everything is in order, now she wants a man as a retirement plan, you know? She will not value a man, she will not respect him, she just wants the positives that he provides. And this is the type of person, again, no matter how devastated she may seem by being alone, she won't be grateful if she has a man. The moment that man disagrees with her, or there are some problems, or she's not giving the fairy tale, Disneyland, La La Land relationship that she aspires to, she will divorce him. She will take away his kids, take away his money, waste his time, take away his sanity, and she'll do all of that because it's all about herself. It's all about her happiness, you know? And the moment in the relationship the man doesn't fulfill that, she will leave him. So this woman, even though this woman is crying for real, like, right? She's tearing up for real, but still, it doesn't come from solitude and really wanting to share her love. No, it comes from the fact that her narcissism is hurt, that she cannot buy a man, you know, she cannot get a man and keep him as she will want to in her fairy tale dreams. But now, guys, let's move on to leave me your thoughts about this woman down below. But she has a really bad take. And last comment here, sorry for the long rant, but last comment is she mentioned, I am successful, I am independent. You see the way she is marketing herself? Like this is she guys, she hasn't stopped to consider what men want for 2 minutes in her entire life. Men do not care about whether you're successful and independent. No man ever has said this girl is a 10 out of 10, but she's not independent, you know, I'm looking for an independent lady. No man gives a crap about that. If this woman, in her same age, with her same looks, would have said something along the lines of, I know how to cook and I want to be loyal and devoted, there will be a beeline of 4,000 men piling up to be with her, right? But she exposes her self-absorbed narcissistic behind by saying that she's successful, thus showing that she has never considered what men want out of this whole deal for even 2 seconds. It's all about her, as she herself mentioned, by the way. But now, guys, enough about that. We have another lady here that is also going through a hard time. So let's check this story. Ampu, please keep on playing the violin, because the pity party hasn't stopped.
I'm not someone that posts or cries or anything on the internet, so this is a new one for me. I guess I need girls to rally with me and lift me up, because I feel so defeated right now. I've been trying to meet someone, just anybody worth my time, for years.
Now, worth my time is an interesting specification, because I can tell you a lot of men, she has met a lot of men that were interested in her, but they were not worth her time. Key word there. And by the way, this woman's story, guys, I'm not even kidding, is the saddest story I've ever heard while having this channel. It's just a terrible story. So let's watch it.
And dating apps are so awful. I don't need to explain to you how awful the dating apps are. So I've been trying to meet people in public, and they're still trash when I do randomly meet people in public. But tonight takes the cake. Last week I'm part of an app that you can basically get invited to these events, and there was a comedy thing coming up, and I bought a ticket that maybe I'll meet people here, maybe I'll meet a guy, or just meet people in general that I can become friends with, and then who knows what could happen. And let me just tell you how this went. I show up, it's a limited seating, get there first, it was like an open bar, and in my head, I'm a prompt person, so I got there 20 minutes beforehand, and I happened to be the first person there. Okay, kind of weird, but okay. They tell me, since it's an intimate thing, try to sit in the front row, because it's going to be hard to get people squishing through there, and it's a sold-out show. Okay, that's fine. I sit in the front row, and it's about showtime, and I'm realizing nobody else is in the front row. It's just me. Everybody's filled in the back, every row's filled with all the couples, of course, and then it's just me. I guess people, some people of course, some people are gonna drop out and not show up, but the host of the show comes up to me really quickly and mouths thank you for sitting in the front row, and she proceeds to go up onto the stage and pointed out had everyone clap for me for being brave enough to sit in the front row, and that was fine, I get it, people are afraid to sit in the front row, and I was kind of excited for it when I thought there was going to be people there. And it was just ironic that the reason I was there was to meet people, and it was I was a piranha. So she informed the crowd that like I was safe from being picked on because I was brave enough to sit there, and I'm like, oh, okay. So like the next few comics come up and they both kind of point out like, are you waiting on people or like what's going on here? And I'm, have to admit like, no, I'm trying to meet people. And again, they're nice, they're not being mean to me about it, but it's mortifying. It's mortifying. And then
Oh, this woman, guys, this woman is on the spotlight, getting told by every comedian who steps up, oh, are you single? Is your partner, did your partner go to the bathroom or something? And she has to admit in front of everyone, no, actually nobody sat next to me. Like I have some sickness, I'm alone. I came here to meet people, but I'm alone in this world and nobody wants to sit next to me. Quite demoralizing, if I have to be honest. And she's there on the spotlight on the first row with nobody around, and everybody's making fun of her like a clown. It's a sad story, guys, we have to admit.
Another comic comes up, and again, it's just like, you're pretty, but like, and it's just, yeah. So by the end of the show, the lady comes up and says that they normally do a raffle to win this prize because it was kind of at like a boutique type thing, but instead of the raffle, she's going to give this thing filled with stuff to the brave young woman who came first and sat alone in the front row. And then she had me introduce myself. What's your name? Anya. And like everybody's as if like brave fucking me. And she tells me to make sure to give my email to so-and-so to get like some gift card or something. And like, this is all in front of everybody. And I just like, I know nobody's sitting there like, oh my God, look at this girl. But like, it's just, it feels like such a slap in the face. And I'm not even mad at the comics. I'm not even mad at the lady. Like, I would probably think the same thing. But like, just for this point in my life, like, it just feels like, Jesus. Like, I don't want to go out again. I'm tired of it. I'm over it.
By the way, this is what real crying looks like, right? We can all tell the difference between this woman that is tearing up and she just couldn't hold it any longer, and the first woman that is just a theatrical performance, right? I don't know who these women are trying to lie when they fake cry on the internet. Nobody buys it. This one, on the other hand, we can clearly see that she just couldn't hold it any longer, right? Like, these are not crocodile tears. Now, guys, let's finish the story and let's do our detective work to find out why this woman could possibly be single.
I'm sick of it. When I try, like, shit like this happens and dating apps suck. And then I get into an Uber on the way home because I can't go have a drink like I wanted to because I have this giant fucking bag full of shit to carry around. And I get in this Uber and it's this 75-year-old woman with her dogs. And she won't stop talking about her dogs and like how she got an oil change and what'd you do tonight? And was the comedy show good? And like, I'm being nice and polite, but all I can think about is like, this is gonna be me. Like, and I know that's worst case scenario. And it's not even like that's a terrible thing to be single all your life, but like, I just can't help but feel like I'm gonna turn into this because I'm never gonna meet someone. And for everybody who's gonna tell me, it'll come along when you least expect it. I've been hearing that for like 7 years, okay? I'm so sick of hearing that.
You can already smell the cat litter, gentlemen, and the boxed wine. But now, 20 seconds left, let's finish this.
There's such a thing as people that just don't find their person and don't get married. So, like, I'm a realist. And the realist in me is starting to think, like, that's gonna be me. And I'm depressed now over it. As pathetic as that sounds. And, yeah,
So the video ends right here. And now, guys, let's analyze this video. What are your takes? Why do you think that this woman is single. I'm gonna tell Ampu to stop playing the violin because he's tired already. This whole video has been 18 minutes of playing the violin for him. So, look, this woman, credit where credit is due, is way, way, way better than the rest we've covered today. First off, she uses common sense, right? She went to the dating apps, she found out that they are shit, they are crap, they're not worth anything, and she stepped out of them and hasn't touched them yet, and is trying to meet people the natural, old-fashioned way of, you know, going to places where people have common interests and trying to meet people in real life. Like, this is what I've been whining about on the channel for so long, that there's no place on dating apps for serious relationships, all right? So credit where credit is due. This is how you do it, ladies. You step on the dating apps as a mistake. You deal with two men. You learn that they're there only for the S3X. And if you want a serious relationship, you step out. You don't stay there. We have women on the channel who stay 15 effing years on these dating apps doing the same thing all over again and then crying, oh, where's my husband? It's the literal definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. So this woman applies common sense and is trying to meet people the real way. Now, why is she not able to? She mentioned that for the last 7 years, people have been telling her that she will find Prince Charming when she least expects it. Now, we don't know if these 7 years have been, you know, part of a mix of dating apps and meeting people in real life. We don't know if it's 7 years of only trying to meet people in real life, but still 7 years. Like, this woman is in her 30s as far as I can tell, and you've been single for so long. Like, at what point do you start thinking that, hey, maybe it's me? You know, you've been meeting people supposedly 7 years and you haven't been able to pick one. And this goes back to this thing that she mentioned, that you know, I'm trying to find someone worth my time was the key word there. Let's be honest, gentlemen. Women, they have a lot of pretenders. A lot of people interested in them. Forgot the word. Right? There's a huge demand for women. And when I see a woman in her 30s, it just speaks about high standards. All right? We see that this woman is not insane. We see that she is fairly intelligent. We see that she is accountable for some things, right? But all of this speaks to me unreal expectations. She's met Prince Charming many times along the way. He was just not worth her time, you know? And look, I can never tell. Maybe, yeah, there are some people who really have bad luck. There are some people who, due to misfortune or whatever not, they cannot find a person. There are people like this. But my question is, and we'll end on this thought, imagine this woman lives in a deserted island with 50 men and 50 women. Do you think that she will be married by this age? My answer is yes. And even if you don't agree with it, maybe you think, no, she will still be single. You have to admit that at least her chances of being married will be way higher at this point, right? Why? Well, because there she has a limited dating pool, which will make her say, you know, maybe this guy is not for me, let's try with another one. But at some point she will say, all right, out of these 50 men, 30 are already taken, I'm left with 20. If I keep postponing this, I'm just gonna end up single. And she will settle at some point, right? There's the key word, settle, that this woman hasn't been able to do. Because in today's society, guys, women have so many options. It's just insane. We live in big cities with millions of people. There are dating apps with thousands and thousands of profiles, and women just never pick something. They never settle. They meet a nice guy who has a good personality, but they think, I can do better. You know, there's this aspect of this man I don't quite like. I can do better than him. I think I'm worth more. I think there's someone out there that is more worth my time than this guy. This is my thought about what happened to this woman. She's not half bad. Again, it's just these women, guys, keep dismissing men. They keep dismissing good men because they live in this, you know, easy world where everything is easy, everything is accessible, shops are accessible, food, water, jobs are accessible. I mean, you can find any job at any point. Now, yes, it won't be as good paying, but look, it's the same with finding a job. Now, when you have money, you're more exquisite about what job you want. No, this job is too low, you know, the salary is too low, I can do better. But when you don't have money, I don't know if you've been at that point in your life, but there are points in your life where you don't have money, you are rock bottom, and you need anything, right? Just anything that provides money, you take it because you need it, right? Now, these women, they need a man. You can see them crying because they don't have one. It's just they have this false idea that they don't, because they feel like they have an endless time. They're shopping out of their price range. They think they are worth more than they actually are, and they postpone dating up until 30. I mean, this woman is in her 30s, but you couldn't have found a man up until now. I mean, I think the facts speak clearly, gentlemen, as to why this woman is single. And it's sad because, again, she's not half bad. She's not entitled like the second one. She's not fake as the first one. She even tries dating, having a better approach, right? But she keeps doing the same mistakes. And of course, what do you think are the comments that women leave on these videos? All these 3 videos have become quite famous. They have thousands of views. What do you think is the first advice from women? It's not a good advice. It's not a helpful advice. It's a stupid advice. The advice is learn to love yourself. Learn to love yourself and you'll be always happy. That is a crap advice. That is a bullshit advice. These women are crying because they don't have a man, all right? Because loving themselves is not enough. And you go and tell them that the advice is love yourself. Are you honestly retarded? All right, these women are extremely stupid. And of course, because they are self-absorbed, narcissistic, brainwashed womanists, that's the only advice that they can think of. All right, the people that give this advice are people who kiss their own arse every morning. And every day they live making it about themselves. Stupid morons. It's the equivalent, guys, of you meet an orphan and he tells you, wow, I'm so sad that my father died in a car crash accident 7 years ago. I'm so sad that my mother passed away because of a cancer. I wish there will be someone there on my birthday, you know, to listen to my stories. I'm just so sad. And you tell them the advice, well, why don't you love yourself? Why doesn't the love for yourself substitute the love of your parents? Are you honestly freaking retarded, you dumbasses? That's the whole thing, you stupid womanists. You cannot replace what a man provides. You cannot replace the love, care, and attention that a man provides with self-love. I tell you guys, it's just the self-love crowd is the most pitiful, disgraceful, sad, and pathetic group out there. The people with low self-esteem who think that they don't even deserve to exist are still more happy than these love yourself people, which are the most self-absorbed narcissists you'll ever meet. But enough ranting, guys, enough hating. We'll close the video with the thought that, yeah, you cannot substitute what a man provides, and women should get their priorities straight and focus more on finding a man when they are young and they have more options and they have more time, instead of postponing it, making life all about themselves, and then when they get to 30 and they're rushing in trying to fit a man, you know, trying to come, please, fast, I need to get married and have kids in 2 days, otherwise I'm gonna hit the wall. You can't do that. You can't fit a man into your busy schedule. You should focus him first, because that's the basis of relationships. Men are not a condiment. Men are not an accessory that you get to wear on and off depending on what your whims are. So that's my thoughts, gentlemen. Leave me yours down in the comments below, and I'll be happy to see you next time.
Down with the patriarchy. That's the message.